the head of disaster management and the Garden Route District Municipality, Gerhard Otto, joins us now via video link. Thank you so much for your time. So, of course, we understand that several people have been rescued at this point. Just give us the latest in as far as the situation now as it relates to those that are still trapped.
Yes, at this point in time, I can report that 28 people has been found in the wreckage and in the rubble. Of that 28, that is 28 of 75 construction workers that was on the premises, the building premises where the construction took place before the building collapsed. So of that, unfortunately, we must report that 6 of them has passed on, and rescue action is still going on. The people is split up in various teams on the site, and they're doing what they can to still save those that we can hear under the rubble. As we speak, I think they are busy with 7 points where they know that there's still people trapped, where they've heard some sound still from under the rubble. But we must bear in mind, we're going into the 20th hour now after this collapse happened at 4 o'clock yesterday.
Give us a sense then of what the actual rescue process entails. We heard earlier on that something called the layering will then also need to begin, which is the lifting of the floors in stages. Just give us a process in terms of where you are now in terms of that rescue.
At this point, we purely still on the rescue part, not at the layering yet. We are trying to get people with by hand tools and not moving big slabs at this point in time, as you also then do pose a threat for people while you're moving these slabs to also crush people that we might have been able to get out by means of hands. So the teams is working right through around the clock to try and free those people that is still trapped, which we know of. We will move over to the layering part as spoken about by Colin Diner, my colleague, but I presume that'll only be tomorrow or maybe even a bit later. As we've indicated, the first 3 days we will focus purely on rescue. If we see we will do it faster and quicker, but it will all depend on what we find as we carry on.
Just give us a sense of what, in fact, is happening on the ground. I mean, we understand, and we also getting reports that, some people who are trapped can be heard calling out for help. I mean, how are you communicating with those that are still trapped? And more importantly, do you know their status in terms of their health at this moment?
Yeah, the status is very difficult. If they still speak to us, at least we know they're conscious. Some of the people that is trapped, we had communication with them on a cell phone. We've got very specialized technology to find and hear where these people are, so that all is on scene. We've got more than 200 people that is working somewhere on the scene or providing assistance to the first responders and the rescue medical staff on the scene. So as I say, they've got equipment there to find and locate. They've got the sniffer dogs there, and as we carry on, we will utilize all the equipment that we've got, and it is a rescue action in process as we speak.
I would imagine, Gerhard, that of the 200 people, they actually spread out. Can you give us a visual picture in terms of, how many areas you are searching?
Yeah, it's up until F, so we've cut the whole area up in various sectors. It's basically a 4-story building that collapsed, so that was in construction. So it's not a vast area, but it is a building where we have got to get access of various sites. So we've cut it up in 5 sections, and on each of these sections there's teams working where we found still sounds, and we heard that there was people trapped.
And as far as your team, I mean, I would imagine that this is quite a difficult one for you. I mean, just personally, have you dealt with something of this nature before?
Dealt with many disasters, but this is the first building collapse that I've had to help and coordinate. Fortunately, we've got many trained people, rescue technicians on the site. The coordination part of it doesn't matter what kind of a disaster, it stays similarly. But with the technical rescue part, we need specialized people, and we've got the specialized people working around the clock on the scene.
All right, Gerhard, thank you so much for your time on the show. Of course, we will continue to get an update from the Garden Route District Municipality. That was, of course, Gerhard Otto from the disaster management, as we continue to watch and, and see where this rescue mission is, is going. As you've heard there from Gerhard, it is a race against time, and they will utilize the 3 days in as far as the rescue mission is concerned.